Legend of Total War here, and today we've got another Saving Your Disaster campaigns, and we've got a bit of a doozy today for Medieval 2 Total War Crusades campaign as Kingdom of Jerusalem. We've only got one settlement left, it's under siege, and this is basically it. He's got a small force over here, which I guess he was trying to do a mission, but, you know, I could really use these guys over here. So, I mean, this settlement here is not worth shit, so I don't know why he went there. Anyway, the byword today is...
Where to?
Well, the word of the day, I guess, is... I bet you can't turn this around. That's what he says in the email. You know, send me the email. I'm basically fucked. I bet you can't turn this around. Okay. Challenge accepted. Bet accepted.
As you command, my
So we're going to sally out here.
Glory to your name, sire.
And I bet you I can turn this around. Now, the Crusades campaign might seem difficult at first because the enemies do have a lot of troops, but you have so many tools at your disposal in the Crusades campaign. If we could just get out of this city, I'm sure that there'll be things we can do. We've got money, and as long as we've got money, we'll be fine. I mean, they're strong, but, you know, it's Medieval 2. It's really not one of the more challenging Total War games once you've, you know, clocked a few hours. So anyway, in a sell-out situation, the AI is very passive. Now, there's no missile units in this army, so we don't have to worry about that. This is not going to be a difficult fight. We just go around the back, snipe the enemy. Ah, fucking bloody restrict camera. Why do people play with that on? Honestly, if there was one thing I could change about Legendary difficulty on the newer Total War games, it's restrict camera. I hate it. It doesn't make me worse at the game. I don't feel like it makes it harder, it just makes the game less enjoyable. I want to be able to see what's going on. Anyway, I've always felt that the restrict camera was a lot more restrictive in the older Total Wars than on the newer ones. I think they give you a bit more room to move on the newer Total War games. I just want to drop the sound volume a little bit. I think the music's a bit loud. Alright, so you go in there, and that from that angle, hang on, make sure you angle it just right. General's always in the back, there he is there.
The enemy general lies dead. Good riddance to that Saracen desert dog. That'll teach him to ride to war on a pony.
And then just get a bit back from them. Are you okay? Yeah, you're fine. Just want to get away from the rest of their troops. Don't mind fighting these guys here. Should be fine. Especially considering their general has died. Should be absolutely fine. Alright, so the first thing we should do is try to take... Well, first thing we did was kill the enemy general. Next thing we gotta do is take out the enemy cavalry. Then the infantry don't count for shit. It's because of morale. Morale is the most important stat in this game, and cavalry tend to hold their morale a lot better. Just gotta be careful with the enemy infantry. Go. So yeah, try and lure them out over here so we're not in danger of fighting those infantry in melee. Take them out a little bit at a time. Like I said, the AI is very passive in this situation. let them go. Oh, the gate's still open. It doesn't matter, they're not going for it. Okay, good, that sorted them out. Alright, then we just charge into these in the rear one at a time. How about you go and run them down? And they just sit there and take it. But even if they were running around, at us, it really wouldn't help their case at all because we outmaneuver them now.
The battle is very much in
that
our
went badly.
favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
What was that? Dismounted Arab cav.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Might have to horse sandwich the Arab cav then. The dismounted Arab cavalry. Because they're decent spearmen. Alright.
The enemy army flees.
Alright, we essentially took no casualties because, you know, the general's bodyguard will recover. But this isn't, you know, the end of our worries. We've lifted the siege of Jerusalem, but that's not like that's the end of Egypt. Now, I'm certainly not going to, you know, wipe out Egypt. But we'll give the guy a fighting chance. So, next step. We gotta think about... Oh, we killed one of their priests. Nice. Okay, let's see here. Firstly, merge all units there. Recruit some new ones. Then what are we doing? We gotta try and get as far away from these guys as possible, just to begin with. Let's try to take Acre.
Hail, my lord.
We can't get past this. He's not detecting this. Let me just see. When we get to here, what mercs are there? Oh, there's heaps. Okay, now we're good.
Yes.
And what kind of range do they have?
The Sultan will be most pleased. Hail, my king.
I could come over here, besiege the settlement, and then hire the mercenaries. And we could just capture it next turn easily.
With honor, sire. By your will, sire, we shall engage. Laying siege, noble sire. We shall prevail in this siege, sire.
Now I should hire as many of the cavalry as I can, due to if by some chance they do manage to catch up to us with an army, we want to be able to repel them. Oh man, all these mercenaries. Then we're gonna want some cheap shit, and Crusader Sergeants will do just fine. Okay, it's good. These guys can remain here, and I can't really do anything there, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Hail, my king.
Okay then, let's move on to the next turn. Jerusalem may come under siege, but I'll capture Acre. I very, very much doubt that they would besiege and assault on the same turn. They very rarely do that. Because obviously if we lost Jerusalem, we lose the campaign. Reinforcements arrived. Nice. We could get them to defeat this army. That's not large. Might be better if I go over to Karak. I don't think these guys... Yeah, they can't pursue.
As you wish, sire.
And since they're not... Yeah, they've left it with, like, no defenders. And it's just a castle, but it's fine.
Hail, my king!
And they didn't besiege Jerusalem. What's this? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
So they didn't sell yet. How many troops do they... 3 turns until surrender. If I split the forces up, I could do that. Get them to attack over the end turn. Or, you know, wait 3 turns. I don't know, I'll think about that. Anyway, we've got to fight this battle here. He didn't... He just quite didn't make it. To assist. Let's just get the gates open, send the general's bodyguard in to go and kill them. Try to keep our casualties to an absolute minimum. Alright. Depending on where they're going to set up. I'm going to assume they'll set up at the front, so we'll set up over here. Huh. Well, I was wrong. But this settlement here should be worth quite a lot to sack, and then we'll use that sack money to hire more mercenaries or hire troops or whatever. Just get some troops and just crush Egyptian armies. And, you know, sack cities.
The ladders are now in place. Walls are no match for the valor and force of our arms. The Lord is with us today. We've captured the enemy's walls.
Try and cut us off, are they? It's not like they're a huge threat, it's just Bedouin cavalry.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, only half the enemy force remains. My lord! Our men have slain the Saracen general. Now we must send his men running back to the... All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won. Glorious victory is ours, sire. As you commanded, sire, these lands are now yours.
Auto-manage all provinces. You should never have auto-manage provinces or provinces on. You should manage them yourself. You know, unless you're super fucking lazy. Okay.
Despite being an infidel, I respect you in battle.
Your will, sire.
Fucking die, you prick.
To
Let's kill them all.
then, sire.
He's got a lot of infantry, so that's going to be pretty easy to deal with. Not so many missile cavalry. Oh, no missile cavalry. It's a Bedouin cav. Not so many missiles either. Okay.
I shall lead our forces into battle, my lord.
Alright. Set up a line. These guys should go in first and, you know, annoy them. Try and thin out. Try and kill their enemy general. Kill the enemy general if we can. Oh, they're set up over here. Alright, that's fine. Claim the high ground up here. Okay, so there's the bodyguard. Alright, Let's send you around over this way. Try and snipe him. They're actually doing a pretty good job. I mean, I could just charge in here if this isn't going to work. Yeah, it's probably not going to work. Alright, that's fine. You guys get back. Let's just fucking bonsai in. So yeah, obviously it's on like normal unit scale. I think it's normal unit scale. I'm always used to huge scale, huge unit scale, so I don't know. I don't know why people have it on this scale. Slow down. Charge right into the dismounted Arab cavalry there. We really need to kill this bodyguard.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Keep those guys locked down. You chase them down.
Our men have slain the Saracen general. Now we must send his men running back to the desert.
Alright. Only taking a few casualties, nothing major. And the rest of them should basically crumble now.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down.
Don't worry, I'll show you mercy. And by mercy, I mean a quick death. They're fucked. Well, that's one army down, but there's still so many of them. Just want to make sure we absolutely get them. Alright, 96% seems good.
All of Christendom will be
95%.
awed by the victory.
There's no need for a ransom. Money is not a problem to make in the Crusades campaign.
No!
We need to clear out the field.
Victory! Nothing can stop us, sire.
Now, can we recruit here?
Command me, sire.
Oh, yeah, I already sorted that out. Okay. Now, we do need to besiege Tyre. But we should also probably clear out this army.
Infidel. Yes. An order.
Yallah, my sultan wishes you dead.
If I attack him, I may not have enough movement to get both. But if I split my... No, I'll go after
We
it.
shall slaughter
Okay,
them,
I've still got enough
Milord.
movement to get both, but only if I do
Such
that
is
now.
the
He's not
fate
going
of
anywhere.
all who oppose us.
So what we can do is, I'm
Yes.
going to set you... Hang on, what's the garrison here like? It's only 2 units, that's easy. You come over here.
Yes, sire. Moving to crush the enemy. Besieging the cowards, my liege.
Okay, there's some mercenaries there.
My lord. Your will, sire.
Right, I'll send both of you
My lord.
two over here.
To war, then, sire. Prepare to assault the walls. We lay orders.
Okay, just 1 unit there. Alright, we'll take the
How
cavalry.
may I serve, Sultan?
We'll all go over here. Yep, with him.
Sire.
You'll take them,
By your
and you'll take these. So he's got the by far the smaller army, but he gets these mercenaries.
To battle it is, then, sire. Yes. We shall slaughter them, my lord.
Okay.
Patiently awaiting to breach and butcher, sire. Orders.
Okay, Jerusalem. We can afford to repair that now. And, yeah, recruit some more of them. Alright, cool. Over here.
My king.
So I can only hire cavalry here. I don't want to be stuck around here for ages. Alright, I'm going to move these three down to here.
Move!
And have them hire the Khwarezmian cavalry. I'll leave two there. Because it should be enough for them to sally out.
I will not waste words on you, infidel.
Alright, we good? I think we're good. Let's move on. Wait, hang on.
Yes.
Yeah, I've done all that. Okay, moving
Yes,
on.
sire.
Ah, you fucking pricks. I mean, the odds aren't. What have they got? I mean, if they come down here with a larger army, that'd be a big problem. Because here's the thing: if you withdraw here, you got nowhere to withdraw to. You just die. That's all there is to it. So we're gonna have to win here, or else the king is gonna die. At least nothing that special, but still.
Show no mercy. Kill them all.
We need to win here in order to take the settlements. God, man, I should have besieged from down south. Wait, no, well.
My lord, the tide of battle seems to have turned against
It's too
us.
late now. I mean,
We
how's I
must
supposed to know
act
these
and
fuckers were
halt this
coming?
turn of events.
Units, march! General's bodyguard. General's bodyguard.
Alright, we need to take out the Bedouin cavalry first. So we gotta isolate them somehow. Alhaka infantry. These are sword infantry, so hang on. We've got archer military over this way. Fuck. Excuse me. We've also got the high ground here. Alright, charge into them. Excuse me. It's fucking springtime. Back off. We just want to get away from their infantry and fight the Bedouin cavalry. Fuck me, you'd be going quicker if you went that way. Yeah, just keep them away from the infantry there, and you can fight them there now. And you try to keep their infantry distracted. God, they mow over these Alhaka infantry.
Remains.
This is going really well.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge.
Good to know. Well, where's the enemy general? I need to kill that prick.
The enemy general has no honor.
So it was in the
Our men have captured
archers.
the enemy general. Guard him well and make it so he can see
Would have been
us
good if we had
defeat
killed him on
rest
the
of his
initial
army.
charge, but it seems like it wasn't necessary. We got this now.
The enemy army flees the field. Pursue and run them down. The enemy are utterly vanquished. Victory! Nothing can stop us, sire.
Well, the odds aren't horrible, but do we have cavalry superiority? Let's see. Against this, yes. against this. No. Oh, it's starting to add up now. Ooh. I mean, I'll try. I mean, we got these guys for free. I'll do my best.
Sire, we bring the battle to the enemy.
It's going to be tricky. There's a lot of cavalry there. A lot of it's light, and we do have some good anti-cavalry units. Okay. Now, enemy reinforcements will be coming in from my rear here. It could be good to anticipate them initially. There'll also be reinforcements over here. It'll just be a general's bodyguard, though. Well, fuck it. All the better. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that turd. He's coming from here, right? Yes. Yes. He's coming from there.
The enemy have brought up more men. They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in gallantry.
Wasn't 100% spot on, but it's good enough. Oh shit, where did I put these? Oh shit, they're up front. Whoops. Where's that gap? Now, we don't necessarily need to kill him. I mean, it'd be good if we did. But we just need him to be off the battlefield. And then we need to hurry back up. Where is it? The enemy army is definitely on its way, so we need to hurry.
Only half the enemy force remains. The enemy army flees the field.
It doesn't matter if he doesn't
Pursue
die.
and run them down.
Okay. Quickly get up here now.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Now, if this first army is going to attack us nice and early, that's good. You know, before they reinforce us. Better to fight 3 small battles than one big massive one that we can't deal with. Position. These are long range. Yeah, they seem to be. Yeah, they're long range. Once again, try to get them to snipe the enemy general. These guys here don't matter. Just wait till he gets in range. They also should be a little bit tired because they came up here, but it's not going to make that big of a difference. We're all reasonably fresh. Ah, they're firing at a bad angle. This is usually why I like to put the things up front. Right, start making your way around over here. Get up on this hill.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Getting a rear charge on him should be pretty good.
St. George protect us. Our
Fucking
general
hell.
lies slain
General's
upon the
bodyguards are just
battlefield.
way better than any other cavalry we can get. That's gonna really hurt us. Luckily these guys here have pretty good morale. I need to get up over here, shoot into their flanks. That's gonna make the rest of this battle quite difficult. Not to mention, we've basically spent our entire cavalry.
Only half
Doing
the
this.
enemy force remains.
Fucking rear charge the prick as well. Get over here. Need your help. That's going to be a tough one to deal with, especially with low morale now. I'm actually surprised my... Oh, hang on.
By St. George,
We got it.
We've captured the enemy's... The enemy general has no honor. Behold how our cowardly
Okay.
foe runs.
That's good and everything,
It's time
but
to
like I
press
said,
the
we're
attack.
in for a bit of a disadvantage on the next one. Alright, choose our ground with care. Let's fight here. That way these guys will be up on higher ground this time, and hopefully be able to fire true. Or straight. You keep running them down. But like I said, part of the problem now is lack of cavalry. And they're going to... It's going to be tough. Infantry aren't as good as cavalry in this situation. Alright, so in terms of kills, 25% to 41%, but this is the more difficult of the armies now. I really wish my captain didn't die. That really sucked. What are these? Fucking horse archers. Yeah, Mamluks. Okay, look, they're not as much of a priority as, like, the Ghulams. Royal Mamluks. Yeah, you gotta get rid of those heavy cavalry. These guys, like, they're tough, but they're not super tough. Just ignore them. God, of course, Boris is so good. Oh man, those charges, they hurt. Hurt them as well. What difficulty is this on?
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
So guys, I didn't expect them to hold their ground this well. I'm actually gonna win this. Thing is, when I look at the save file, I can't tell, you know, what difficulty it's on. It just doesn't feel like it's very hard difficulty. I feel like I should have lost this engagement here. Hang on, we haven't won yet. Let's just focus on actually winning before I worry about what difficulty it's on.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. Only half the enemy. Lord have mercy. We've lost half of our men.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Fucking Mamluks. Maybe you should shoot them because they could come back.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit of his army.
Get back over here. Stay in formation. Still got plenty of ammunition on the...
Behold how
there we
our
go.
cowardly... This is a clear victory.
Well, there you go. Yeah, no. Obviously, we weren't able to run them down. So... they had some survivors.
The day is ours, sire.
Okay, I was just checking if I could turn off the thing. Hey, they didn't sally out. I was wrong.
An order. Sibni Lawadi, infidel.
That's odd. I would have expected they would have. But we've got a bigger problem over here. These guys. Only 2 more turns until it surrenders.
Yes.
Get back together.
As you command.
Like if they weren't going to sally out now, just don't worry about it. They're probably going to attack, but we need to stick together.
To breach and butcher, sire.
Alright, so yeah, I want this off. Grab that. Good. Good. Get me that cavalry. Looks like they're going to come over here and possibly besiege Karak. So be it. Easy come, easy go.
Orders.
Could probably just easily auto-resolve that.
My lord. By your command. To war, then, sire.
No.
I
Don't
shall
want
lead
details.
our forces into battle, my lord.
This is a fortress, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, well there's only 1 unit that we have to worry about, so it's not a big deal. Alright. Open the gate quickly, then I want you to run over there, cut them off, and kill them. See if we can do this essentially with 0 casualties.
The ladders are now
I'll never
in
get
place.
up in here in time to stop us.
Walls are no match for the valor and force of our arms. The Lord is with us today. We've captured the enemy's walls.
Ooh, are we gonna get there in time? Ah, you son of a bitch. Alright. So be it. I've always thought that playing it on smaller unit scales is actually easier than on larger unit scales, just because the towers don't scale. So you can, in defensive sieges situation, you just you dish out so much more damage. And in offensive situations, well, you don't ever really get shot as much as the AI does, unless you play exactly like the AI, which you really shouldn't. These guys are just sword infantry, so it really shouldn't be a problem for you to just charge in there and crush them.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men. By St. George, our men of battle is very much in our favor. Enemy general lies dead. Good riddance to them. This is a clear victory that goes to only men of great virtue and valor.
Essentially took 0 casualties on that. So that worked out well.
Such is the fate of all who oppose us. Victory! These people now kneel before us, my lord. An order.
Alright, so these guys here need to stay there, but we should move on to Tripoli.
Command me, sire.
Orders?
Yes, sire. Moving to crush the enemy.
Post haste. Ooh.
They're dead once we
Very
breach the
nice.
wall, sire.
Well, we don't have to worry about
Patiently awaiting to breach
the Principality
and
of
butcher,
Antioch.
sire.
Get some more of them. Okay. So we're up to 4 settlements, so I've... Yep.
Yes.
What can we recruit here? Yeah, get some Knights of Jerusalem up in here.
Command me, sire. They'll wish they'd never been born,
Looks like it's going to be
sire.
easy win. Alright, let's do it.
There'll be no escaping us now. Attack!
Okay. Next stop. Okay, 2 of you guys will come over here. Because they've only got 1 unit of infantry. They won't be able to block all spots. You come over here. And we'll just see how they set up. Alright, we're going through the front then. You come back over here.
The ladders are now in place. Walls are no match for the valor and force of our arms. Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Okay. Let's go open the gate for them. Alright, how are we going to go about this? Let's try and actually take this without any casualties. So just come around the side here. And we'll see how that goes. I'm probably going to need to bring in a few more. Because if we put 4 times their numbers in this area, then we'll get the countdown started.
By St. George,
Yeah, there we go.
our men have taken control of the city.
Why get our men killed senselessly? Whatever. And also, that way they get to live as well. Well, you know, after they surrender, I'd have to execute them, but they don't know that.
It could have been we that was... Glorious victory is ours, sire. As you commanded, sire, these lands are now yours.
Good. We took no casualties. Okay,
Yallah, my sultan wishes you dead. Sibni Lawadi, infidel.
where are we going next? We got Egyptian fortress up here. They won't be able to
I will not
force that,
waste
but there's
words
also
on you,
Damascus
infidel.
here. Spy has a 52% chance of getting into Damascus. Oh well, let's try it. 24% chance of opening the gate. Alright, send you to go and have a look.
To war,
Oh
then,
well,
sire.
you know, it
Laying
happens.
siege, sire. Siege force
Bolbak only has 2 units. I'm going to... I was gonna say I didn't have 2 generals, but one's over
My
here.
king.
I sent 2 up that way, I mean.
My lord.
Orders.
There's only 1 unit here, but we're gonna need to have him there just in case. What kind of mercs are available here?
Yes, sire.
Are there other mercenaries available over here?
Splitting our forces,
No.
sire.
Because I want to get them both and then start moving our way back. I'm not really interested in that region up here. But also at the same time...
Yalla, my sultan wishes you dead. I will not waste orders.
My lord.
I say we go after Bolbak late afterwards.
Yes,
Let's just do this right here.
Joining the others, sire. To battle it is then, sire.
By your command. Joining forces, my lord.
Okay, build that. Cool.
Yes.
So yeah, you'll have to just wait and see what happens there, because I don't want to lift
My
this
sultan
siege.
wishes you dead.
I refuse to move. Are we good? We're good. Moving on. Doesn't matter.
The enemy lay siege to our
Like I said,
people,
easy come,
sire.
easy go with that.
The Sultan
Let me just have a look at what they've got, because we did just recruit some cavalry.
As you wish, sire.
I mean, these units here in a Celia battle aren't going to do shit, but these certainly will. I say we just wait. Wait for them to make the attack. Like I said, easy come, easy go. Gives us time to sort out up here.
Command me, sire. We shall slaughter them, my lord.
Really need more mercenaries here.
And butcher, sire.
But when we come back down this way, we're going to want to have a nice big fat army. So, yeah, you can have cavalry. You'll be able to get more of those troops once you've won this
They'll
battle
wish they'd
here.
never been born, sire.
Just auto resolve it. We got this. The men lost nothing.
Victory! Nothing can stop us, sire. The settlement.
Also, I knew that the
Take the spoils
flagellants
of
would be
war.
the ones to take the initial hit, so it's fine. Shard of the True Cross. How do they know it's not some door handle?
Your will,
Okay.
sire.
Over here, we can't really do the same thing because these guys here would take the brunt of the damage. Unless we did it.
How may I serve?
Well, this is a
Sultan?
much better unit, so I just think we just go in and
To
fight melee.
war,
Won't
then,
take long.
sire. I shall lead our forces into battle, my lord.
So, I think at this stage here, the campaign is pretty much turned around. So, yeah. I bet you can't turn it around. Yeah, I did it in less than fucking an hour. I mean, I could very easily march on Egypt over the next couple of hours. No problem. I mean, we've already destroyed how many stacks? I don't know. A couple? We've recaptured these settlements. You've got plenty of money. You know. Be aggressive. Don't just sit on your ass and do nothing. But isn't I like to have honor? Yeah, well, I like to live. And it's a kill or be killed world in Total War.
men have reached the walls with their ladders.
That's the thing. I mean, I've already... So many people have made this point before, but... honor is so subjective.
The Lord is with us today.
And I have a sense of honor in my own way. I like to keep my people safe. How is that any less honorable than anything else that people could do? I make war that I may live in peace. I understand that saying. Right, let's not worry about honor or anything. I don't really care if anyone thinks I'm dishonorable. Let's just get on and get this done. So, once again, just going to do this because we've got 4 times their numbers. So we might as well try and do this with 0 casualties. I mean, why not? If you can, do it. Make them... Ah, they do. Not this time.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours. My lord! Our men have slain the Saracen general. The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men. This is a clear victory that goes to only men.
Thing is, even at this stage here, we're really just taking back our initial territories.
As you commanded, sire, these lands are now yours.
Start off with all of this. Alright, off the ball back.
Signor. To battle it is then, sire.
Hang on,
Yes,
just
sire.
1 second. Can you get in there?
Investigating with discretion.
Orders. To
Up
war
there.
then, sire. Prepare to assault the walls. We lay siege. Our sieging are... My king, your will, sire.
Sultan.
Move!
My lord. Orders, my king. My lord.
As you wish.
It's already recruiting, so don't need to leave anyone there. Okay, we got plenty of money now, and I wanted to get the Crusader Knights. And just one of them. No. Make it Spearmen.
Yes.
Mon roi. Orders?
Sire.
My lord.
Alright, so we now have 2 full stacks.
An order.
Well, hang on. That's not really a full stack. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, there was more knights down here. Well, they can supplement
Orders.
his forces.
Sibni Lawadi. Infidel.
Yeah, you can go supplement his forces.
Merging armies, my lord.
My king. As
Next
you
stop for him,
command.
Arsuf. Might have to kill something along the way. Increase the trade amounts coming through with some roads. Save that for later. Better to recruit at this stage. There's no fleet, is there? What's this? Got a spy.
Where to
Bring that
go,
spy back
sire?
over this way.
With discretion.
They lost Alexandria. How did that happen?
Yalla.
Doesn't
I
matter.
am shamed by your attention, infidel.
And we're making good coin, despite all the mercenaries we've hired. Moving on. And we're pushing them down south. That's what we want to do. Push them back out. So they're going to go ahead and make this attack. Alright. Odds seem reasonable. We should be okay.
To arms, men. Form up lines and prepare for battle.
And the cavalry should not stay inside the settlement. Bring them out and just try to harass them as they're coming in.
My lord, the tide of battle seems to have turned
Okay, so-
against us. We must act and halt
accurate.
this turn of events.
This is just a castle. Now, the trebuchets are going to blast this fucking area as much as they can. So, don't bother even trying to hold onto the walls. It just won't happen. What we should do is stay up here. Wait for them to come here. And have the... oh, God damn it. And then have the crossbows shoot the crap out of them. Shit, what am I doing? How many ways out of the city is there? There's another one out this way. What have they got there? Alright, you'll harass them first. We'll see how we go. Because there'll be a while bashing the walls down. Alright, so what do they got? I think they have some Mamluk archers. Yeah. Bonsai in. Okay, you have to be careful. I don't want you dying in. Actually, it doesn't really matter because we're going to be fighting at the town square. Alright, let's go. So far, so good. There's Mounted Arab cavalry. Probably best steer clear of them. Ah, cowards. Well, these aren't General's bodyguards. Good ones.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Back them off in time.
The enemy are through the walls.
Come on, I was going to make an order. Get
We
out.
must get no further.
Ah, luckily they turned around. Okay, now we gotta try and take out those Mamluks. You stay there and shoot those Mounted Arabs. Well, they just want to come straight in. Good. Okay. Someone's coming in over here. What is it? That's just, yeah, that's fine. Hang on.
The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
I say just let them come there. Alright, so how have we gone so far? 13 to 9%. Yeah, but we took out the important cavalry, so should be fine.
Our men have slain the Saracen general. Now we must send his men running back to the desert.
That'll make their initial force here much easier to beat.
The enemy are through the walls. Fight on. They must get no further.
It's good of them to come in
Behold
nice and
how
early.
our cowardly foe runs. It's
run them
time to
down.
press the attack.
Come on, run them down. What's the damn problem? Oh man, they're really struggling to run them down. I think the pathfinding is better on huge
The
unit
enemy
scale.
are through the walls. Fight on. They must get no further.
Not at all concerned about the cost of repairing the walls. Let's worry about winning the battle first. Alright, your job is going to be to run down units that route from over here. Get over this way.
To arms, my lord! The enemy are through the gates!
Okay. So 13 to 16%. Technically, we're winning the battle. What are they doing? Going after certain towers. No, just hang back, hang back. So we'll swing these guys around, take out their trebuchets, and then hit them in the rear of their army. Hopefully these guys will hold in the meantime, which they should be able to. The crossbows will rip them to shreds.
The walls are no longer ours. The enemy have taken them. Our enemy's ladders have reached our walls. It's time
That
for
hurts.
butcher's work.
They're not going to come up on the walls, are they? Oh, Naphaton. I don't see them too often. You've almost done your job. God, that first charge there did so much damage.
Our men have slain the Saracen general. Now we must send his men running back to the desert.
Ah. That could be tricky because of... Hang on. Because they're camels. Just hang back. Oh yeah, I forgot they were here. Hang on. Stay in here. Stay in here. Yeah, I can live out here. Come on. Balance of power is still not great, but we did kill the enemy general. That does make a big difference. just gonna have to hang on. No, you stay back, and you take them on. Shit. Yeah, I figured as much. Goddamn fucking cowards. Got the we did quite a bit of damage with the crossbows on them. I think it's important we just stay here, hold our ground, wait for them to come to us. You need to really conserve your ammunition. What are they doing? Yeah, send loose mission. If we can waste their ammunition, that'll be something at least. Seems like there's just a lot of Alhaka infantry left. That's not so difficult to deal with. Take that straight to gold tier. Alright, get back in here. Just wait for them to get over here. It'll be okay. We got this. We'll win. Provided they actually come, they're bugged out. Oh, hang on, not necessarily. Yeah. Okay, no, here they come. Good. Dealing with them one at a time is fine. I should have run them down. Oh well, it's not that important. It's the most important thing that we win. Let's focus on what's important over here. Those crossbows are doing a great job for us.
Heaven help us! Our foe has taken control of the castle! By heaven! Our foe has lost control of the castle!
Quick, get back here. Got camels incoming. Balance of power is even now. Let's just try not to screw it up. All we have to do is be patient. Wait for them to come here, and we'll win. Shoot the camels. Oh, they're coming into melee. How about that? Even with
Afraid
one man
something changes in the course of
charging into the
battle,
rear. Okay,
but
you need to
defeat
get
seems
over here now.
almost certain.
Shit. Alright, that's good. Yeah, no, yeah, you run them away. Stay here. Good job, by the way. Fucking idiot. Told you to run after them and you didn't. Uh-oh, that's not good. Come on, I gave you an order. Get over here. Where are they popping out from? Oh, shit. Well, he didn't die, so that's okay. And they're back.
Heaven help us! Our foe has taken control of the castle!
Got 3 minutes. Should be okay.
Pray something. Only half the enemy force remains!
Shit.
By heaven! Our
These
foe has
fuckers
lost control of the castle!
aren't breaking.
My lord!
Oh shit,
Our
my
enemy has
mounted
command
sergeant
of the
died.
castle!
You need to steer clear, steer clear. I need you alive. Oh good, they broke again.
The battle seems to be swinging in our favor. From such tidings does victory emerge.
Okay, make sure you run them down. Oh man, we don't have much ammunition left.
The enemy
Oh,
army
thank
flees
fuck.
the field.
Got him.
Pursue and
That was a
run
close
them
one.
down.
That was a close one. The funny thing is, it wasn't even that important of a battle, but man, it's a close one. Hopefully that'll buy us some more time to, you know, really make use of the recruitment pool that's available here.
The enemy are utterly vanquished.
Good, we got
This
him.
is a great victory.
Yep, both armies are
worthy
wiped out.
of
Nice.
No, don't be so hasty. The day is
Not done yet. Captain Ayubid. Huh. Funny thing is that right now would be the Ayubid dynasty
Kill them all!
in Egypt, to which Saladin was the founding member. I'm assuming Saladin's dead, right? And you haven't even killed. Oh man, I should have checked to see what they've got. It doesn't matter. We'll just charge on in. Oh. We should be okay. Desert cavalry, what a pain. Alright, you go do it. I don't want the king to do it because he could die on that. Good start.
The battle is very much in our favor. Only half the enemy force remains.
Crush them on the charge. Very nice. Over here.
The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Press onward and break the spirit
Easy
of his
win.
army.
Easy win.
Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's
Did
time
we
to
get
press the
85%?
attack.
No, we haven't. Not yet, anyway. Okay, now we got 85%. So we should be. All of these cavalry should get wiped out because we took out their infantry. These infantry are a liability for
This
them.
is a clear victory that goes to own.
We still got to wait here one more turn to make them sally out. I'm surprised they didn't sally out, you know, the previous turn. I thought I set that up for it, but they just didn't.
Glorious
was this
victory
turn?
is ours, sire.
Good.
Splitting forces, sire.
As you commanded, sire. These lands are now yours.
I see. Now that you've got it, what's the fucking point? What do we get? 6 units of ballista. Whoa! 6 units of ballista. It's so good. Not. Actually, I might be able to use that to get our stuff now. Although there's a droid opportunity, so that works as well. Templars, Minor Chapter House, yeah, they're useful. Oh man, now you gotta go all the way across the goddamn desert to get back. They're at Basra. I'm trying to remember where these settlements are. I think there's one over here.
Orders.
Alright, I'm just gonna leave one of these Khwarezmian dudes.
How may I serve, Sultan?
Nope. Not enough.
My lord, your will, sire.
Shit. Such an
Orders.
unimportant fucking settlement as well. Oh boy, we didn't leave us with much here. And if they besiege it again with this, I mean, even with 3 additional recruits, we still haven't fully recovered. Whatever, like I said, easy come, easy go with that.
My lord. Your will, sire. To battle it is then, sire.
Alright, I think what I'll do is I'll capture this settlement and we'll call that a day. We're at an hour and 20 minutes. This is definitely not in the shit anymore. Financially fine, militarily fine, territorially fine. You've probably almost surpassed Egypt now. In fact, I'll check after this. Let's see here we've got. Alright. 2 around over here. Alright. I want you to come over here. Once they open the gate, I want you to try to charge in this area here. It works out pretty well most of the time, but you know, you're not going to get much time to get there. They won't start running in here until the gate is actually under our control.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Okay, your job, get up on these walls. I'll try to distract them. As long as possible from getting up there. Ah, well. Oh well. What are these? Alhaka infantry. Not spearmen. Come on, come on, come on, get over there.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and
No inner
steadfast,
circle for you.
victory will be ours.
Inner sanctum, whatever.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men. Our men have slain the Saracen general. Now we must send his men running back. Behold how all of Christendom will be...
Guess we could do 10 more minutes, although... I don't know.
Victory! Victory! These people now kneel before us, my lord.
Alright. It's looking good. So let's have a look at the faction ratings. Well, we're not back as strong as what he once was. So let's have a look. See, at some point around here, let me have a look at this. He was winning at one point. He was winning. He let them build up. He let them build up to here. Yeah, he let them build to here, and then they beat him, and they kept beating him until they got to here. Where, of course, I took over, and I'm just like, yeah, nah, that's gonna stop now. Okay. Also, it hasn't taken into account the settlements we've taken this turn. We could probably still capture
I will not waste
Arsul.
words on you, infidel.
There's these guys here as
Simply
well.
Awadi, infidel.
Like I said, we got a few more minutes. I guess I could justify keep going.
We shall slaughter them, my lord.
Yalla, my
Oh, that's
sultan
gonna be
wishes
easy.
you dead.
They'll wish they'd never been born, sire. There'll be no escaping us now. Attack!
Alright, so just all out charge. Pretty standard. Because we don't have any missile units, so okay, I gotta set up. Don't have any missile units, so there's no point, you know, pussyfooting around. Just go balls to the wall charging in. There's no way they'll win. But it's more about how much damage are we going to take on this battle. Everyone knows, you know, anyone could win this battle. But how much damage are you going to take? Let's just get done quickly. We'll be fine. Oh, they're kind of corner camping.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Oh, they shot their own unit. Okay, slow down. That's why I don't hire mangonels. They're very fucking risky to use. I gotta wonder, what was this guy here? Oh, that's the general. I guess he's gotta... He wants to watch his army die. It's not a requirement that we get him right
Only
now.
half the enemy force remains.
Oh, I mustn't have selected that one. No big deal. Okay, we're to 83%. Well, once we charge into him and finish him off, that should get us well over 90.
Our men are winning. The enemy bison. Behold how our cowardly foe runs. It's time to press the attack. All of
I bet you
Christendom
can't
will
turn it around.
No! Do not do this! Show Allah's mercy!
I like to hear them beg before I kill them.
victory!
Don't bother
Nothing
begging,
can
I don't
stop
care.
us, sire. My
Alright.
king.
Sultan,
Alright, I need to know what we're up against here.
Marching to war.
Easy. Okay. Do we have any horse archers? No, they're all up here.
Sire.
I left them behind. It's too late to go get them. Alright, just bring the cavalry.
Signor.
Breaking up the forces, sire.
Let's do this. Let's do a
Forming
draw.
up into a force to be feared. Yes, sire.
Right, first.
The enemy are bringing in
Fucking
reinforcements.
hell, they're corner camping. Sort of. Because we need to kill that general if we want to get in there now. I mean, we could always just use the ballista, that's easy enough. Alright, I'm not going to worry about the infantry-based army first. We're going to go after him first. Make sure he's surrounded so that he can't run away. These guys here, you know, they'll be easy afterwards. They hit some Saracen militia there. Not going to save them if they're surrounded.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Just want to fucking die.
Our men have slain the Saracen general. Now we must send his men running back to the desert.
Hang on, hang on. No one's routing. Pull back. Because we want to get the charge in, obviously. There's no reason to just sit there and fight melee infantry without having charged in. Especially if we can surround them as well.
The enemy general lies dead. Good riddance to that. Only half the enemy force. Our men are winning the battle. If we can behold how our cowardly foe runs, it's time to press the attack.
Pretty sure we got 85% of both armies. Well, obviously the reinforcing general dude, he died.
One here today.
What the fuck was that?
No!
Command me, sire. We shall slaughter them, my lord.
Alright, so we started off with one settlement, now we've got
Nothing
10.
can stop us, sire.
Multiplied the initial holdings by 10. Now this settlement over here means fucking nothing. He
Victory!
shouldn't have come over here. Waste of time. I don't care what that mission was. Waste of fucking time. I mean, he could use... You know what? It's such a waste of time. I'm not going to let him have the reward. Because... Lesson, you gotta learn a lesson. Don't go after horse shit like that, especially if you can't keep your home territories under control. No reward for you. Okay? Your reward is that you get to have a... Part 2. You get to have a second try of this. Now, I'll go through the end turn. So that we can... Hang on, you need to come over here.
Yes, sire.
Yes. We're combining
So that we can see what the exact faction rating is, because I don't think I'm going to lose any settlements. I'll recruit him as many troops as I can. And this army here
Command
needs to
me,
get
sire.
moving.
My lord.
Get down south.
Yes. We go no further today.
Orders, my king.
Orders. As you wish. Joining forces, my lord. Sire. Merging armies, my lord.
No, you can do that. Just get that other one done. It doesn't really matter that much. Get that done first. No. How are we going for money? Making 10,000 a turn. These territories are incredibly rich. We're merchants. There's gold out here, right? I'll let him hire it if he wants it. And our spy out here can come down south. And you need to come
Where
further over
to,
this way.
sire? Of course, sire.
Moving on. Okay, let's have a look at the faction ratings. So, whew, look at that sharp incline. We've gotten it to the point where I call this the legend effect, where at least he's equal to the AI. If you can't beat Egypt at this point here, then you whatever. I was never going to be able to save you. Like, everything is equal except financial. Like, you've got more money than them. They don't have. You've got slightly less population, but yeah, you'll be fine. Oh. Well, if you're watching this video, dude, you got to draw out opportunity here. Take it.
I will not waste words on you, infidel.
Oh, man, I wouldn't pass up that opportunity. Anyway, there's no need for me to continue going any further. We've got 10 regions. Everything is just looking amazing. You bet me that I couldn't turn it around. Well, I bet you that you can't win. So, based on this, prove me wrong now. Anyway, that's the end of this episode, guys. So like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Fuckers.